just felt so wrong until Kushma came along. Dreammaker, kingmaker, lord of bargain chance. Spin the wheel and make a wish. There's no payment in advance. Kushma master, power vaster. No one comes close to him. All are welcome to stay forever. Time to sink or swim. So, what's on offer with this proffer? Choose an ending, you're the author. Over stakes become successes. Your choices, he obsesses until Kushma came.
Yo, what's up guys, it's Gameverse back again here to do another review for you guys today, man. Today we are reviewing South of Midnight. Yes, this is the new game developed by Compulsion Games studio, and it is different. It's a genre, it's like the genre basically that I can't explain right now, but it has like a Southern Gothic with a magical realism twist, and it is a action adventure slash platform game, and it is quite interesting. I just finished the game, so yeah, I'm basically going to do a review for the game. As you guys know how I do my reviews. If you don't know, I take a couple of topics, squeeze it into a video, and then at the end of the video, I give my final verdict, I give my final score for the game, and hopefully you'll decide if you do want to play the game or not, or if you just want to watch the video, that's okay too. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about our first topic. Let's talk story. Okay, so the main plot for the game and the character motivations is quite interesting. You play as this the main protagonist called Hazel Flood, and she is on this mission to basically find her mother. But the depth of the game and the story goes more deeper than that, because she meets people along the way. There's a lot of characters that you speak to along the way, and the world design of the story changes as you go, and the environmental storytelling is also there. And like I said, it's a Southern Gothic atmosphere, and it has this like Louisiana magical vibes going on. The story is very different, like I said, but the main plot is Hazel, she's trying to find her mother. But as she's on this adventure to find her mother, she meets or she discovers herself being a weaver. Apparently she can fight with demons, and she can fight with otherworldly monsters and things. That brings a lot of action, and that brings a lot of like exploration in the story. But yeah, the story is actually quite interesting the further you play it. It gets interesting along the way. You even meet this like big tree. You meet this like gigantic alligator as well, and the story gets quite interesting and a little bit insane, but it is different. That's one thing I did like about the story, and the world building is very different to what I've played from Compulsion Games. The first game that they actually made is it their first game? I'm not sure if it's their first game. We Happy Few. I played that. That was also a very different game. And this game is also very, very unique when it comes to the story. And the story is really good. I did enjoy the story. Story is one of the main things that kept me playing, even though the gameplay was really good, which we'll get into in a moment. But the story was what kept me interested. I like the characters. I like the world design. And I think the story was great. Yeah, let's talk about gameplay next. For the gameplay, we got core gameplay elements, exploration, combat. Like I said, there's some action combat in it. You basically got this like weapons that you use. I don't know what they call it, but you use these like two weapons, and there's character interactions as well. You fight these demons, and the gameplay is very quite simple as soon as you get used to it. There is like particular things like you can upgrade certain things when it comes to upgrading Hazel's abilities, unique mechanics that set the game apart from similar gameplay styles and similar games that use the same gameplay. It's all about balancing and fluid controls that they use, and basically that is the gameplay. You got exploration, you got combat, and you got some puzzles. The puzzles were fairly easy. I didn't have to look up a guide or anything. I just solved the puzzles myself. And I did play on normal mode for the game. There is a couple of difficulty levels that you can choose. If you're into the story, you can just go story mode, and the game becomes much more easier. But I would suggest playing on normal, just to get that decent experience. And it wasn't really that tough on normal. The game was very balanced. So yeah, those are the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, let's talk visuals. Let's talk graphics. Art direction of this game is, once again, I'll say it, very unique. Character models was good. It's so different. It's kind of like stop motion animation. Stop motion, is that what they call it? But it's like this unique style, and the lighting is so vivid. The shadows are really good, and the texture work really enhanced the atmosphere. Like I said, I'll probably compare it to the previous game, which is We Happy Few. We Happy Few also had these amazing textures and colors that they use. The color palette are very, very unique, and it does give the game a certain feeling, and it does also enhance the visual style of the game. So they did very well with the graphics. I did really like the graphics a lot. I was playing it on high settings, and I did get 60 frames per second running it on high settings. Very, very well done. So yeah, next let's talk sound. Quality of the sound and the dialogue delivery was very, very effective.
There's a bee in your bonnet. I can tell.
Just frustrated with Mama. She stayed late at the shelter and left me all alone.
Lacey does enjoy her work. She could stand a moment's rest.
Right? She's all over the place all the time.
She's got a good heart. Just wants everyone to be okay all the time, you know?
Yeah, I know. You need some help in there?
Thanks, hon. I'm almost done. What else is on your mind?
What you know about Buddy?
Why you barking up that tree for?
It's hard not to. Mama never so much as talks about her.
Well, does she ever look in on you?
No, I guess not.
Sometimes people are privy to things that we aren't. Your mama is doing what she thinks is best.
And well done. The sound design and in building tension, there was a very, very good musical score. The soundtrack was done very well. Southern Gothic theme, but I always felt like it has like this blues type of southern feel, but it's like, you know, the Louisiana vibes with like the blues guitar, and sometimes they use different songs. Sometimes it's not blues, sometimes it's like these uplifting type of sounds, but it depends on the mood of the story, or where the story is going in the particular part that you're playing, and that's how they properly use the sound to make it effective in those particular sections of the story, to build tension and to keep the vibe balanced, so to say. So yeah, they did very well in the sound and music. That's one of the things that they did very well when it comes to the game. They choose the music very well, so you'll definitely enjoy the music. I promise you that. But yeah, next let's talk performance. PC, obviously there's reviews on PC, but some things may apply for console players. If you are a console player watching this, the frame rate was very, very well done, I would say, and the graphical settings, like I said, you get low to ultra settings. Zero bugs, zero glitches, zero technical issues encountered through my 10-hour playthrough. I played the story. The story is like 10 hours long. a comparison with different hardware. I think it just depends on your PC. But I was able to play the game with 60 frames per second right through. It's only when it was cutscenes, I think it's automatically locked to 30 frames per second for all cutscenes, and I don't think you can change that even in the settings. You can't really change that. So yeah, that's performance. Next, let's talk replayability. Is a game replayable? Yes, it is. Is a side quest. There is a couple of things that you can do in the game that would not really be considered as side quests, and there's branching storylines that you can kind of get into, but it doesn't really change the end of the game. The ending will always be the same for this game. So if you are somebody who falls in love with the game, maybe you like the game a lot and you want to replay it, that's fine, but just know that the ending will always be the same. There isn't like a different ending or anything, but the game is really good. And if you like it a lot, like I liked it, but I didn't really consider replaying it because it's not that good for me. But it is replayable, definitely replayable, but there isn't a different ending. There is only one ending for the game. So yeah, that's it for replayability. Next, let's talk final verdict. I'll summarize the strengths and the weaknesses of the game. Who'd enjoy the game most? Is it worth the price at launch? By the way, the game is now on Game Pass. If you got Game Pass for Xbox, PC Game Pass, you can now play the game on Game Pass, which I did as well. I took advantage of it and played it on Game Pass. At the moment, I'm using Game Pass and it is awesome. Anyways, final verdict for the game. It is such a very, very well story-driven game, and I feel like if you like story games, and also if you like adventure games and platforming games, this game is definitely for you. And it is different. Like I said, it's very unique, and the story will really, really, really seep in the more you play it, and you would get more interested in it the more you play it, because it does really start off on a low note, but then as you play the story, the game gets so much better and you understand the story a little bit better. And yeah, those are one of the strengths of the games. Weaknesses for me, cons would be that the game isn't long enough. It is 10 hours, which is very, very that isn't that good. It could be a little bit more, but depending on how you play it, that's how fast the game would go. And like I said, most people that play story games, platformers, and action games would really like this game. It's very different, and I would suggest giving it a go. Even if you don't like story games, just give this game a go. And my final score for the game is a 7 out of 10. I'm giving this game a 7 out of 10 because it did keep me entertained, and the story at the end, I really appreciated the story, and I appreciated the different vibe that it gave me. And it is different. We need different games. We don't want to see the same games. We don't want to see clones all the time of particular games. So this game is definitely unique, and I would recommend you guys to play it. And yeah, that is it. That is my review for South of Midnight on PC. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Gamerverse, and I hope to see you guys in another video. And please like this video, subscribe to my channel for some more awesome content. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in another video.